Hi guys and welcome back to Dave's Game Room. Today we're taking a look at two awful football games. With me, as ever, is Plan 13, Mike. How you doing, mate?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yep, doing well. So, Super Soccer, Mike, you said, and I'm going to quote this, on the Striker video that we did, that Super Soccer you thought was better than Striker. Now, my question is to you first off is, do you want to change your story?
I knew one day you were going to do this to me. Now, guys, I was addicted to this back in the day, but I can't remember how it plays or what it looks like. It has been 15 years, 10 years, I can't remember how long, but it's been a bloody long time.
Wow. Now, I remember you and Matt, because Matt was our special guest that day when we did those videos, saying that this was a launch title for the Super Nintendo. Is that right?
I think it was one of the... Look at oh dear. Hey, I tell you what though, it's got the it's a pose. It's got the it's slow gameplay. It's the PES. Striker was the FIFA. This is the Pro Evo.
Yeah, slow, nice. The passing actually feels different from the shooting, which was one of your gripes about Striker.
Yeah.
But look at that goal.
Gyro has scored
for Japan. Gyro check.
Gyro. This looks a bit dodgy. Now, I didn't own this game. When the Super Nintendo came out, I had it with Mario World, that came bundled with it, the launch pack.
Oh, yeah.
And the only game I owned for years was Super Tennis. So we rented this, or my dad rented it for us, from a video chain. It used to be, it would turn into Blockbuster, but before that, it used to be called Movie World.
Okay.
And that's where we rented it from for 2 nights. And I couldn't stop playing it all weekend. I thought it was immense. This sort of... What do you call this view? Isometric?
It's not isometric, because that would be at an angle. This is just an end-to-end view.
End-to-end. End-to-end. Isometric.
Yoshi! And the goalkeeper, I don't know whether it's because it's England, he looks a bit like David Seaman with long hair when he dives. It's hilarious.
So where have you picked this up from then, Dave?
I picked this up from a new game shop that my friend actually discovered, my friend Rob. Everyday Games in Filton had this.
Right.
Oh, another one! Yoshi again. So yeah, went to that new place in Filton, and they've got tons of Super Nintendo stuff, so I picked this up from there.
How much did it cost you?
£2.
Really? It's not held any value at all?
No, because it probably came with a lot of Super Nintendo packs if it was a launch game, and that's probably why it's cheap. And Gyro!
Is there a difficulty setting on this?
Do you know, I can't remember. I literally just jumped in and did an exhibition game and hoped for the best, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, the music is fantastic.
Oh, man. Oh!
Yoshi's on fire.
So what I'm going to do, Mike, maybe as a Christmas present, is I'm going to make you a soundtrack CD. This is going to be on it. And do you remember that Need for Speed 2 music that you thought was awesome?
Yeah.
I'm going to put that on there as well. Now, I've noticed on the ad boards there's a bit of SimCity, and the Game Boy is also advertised on there. So 2 really good things.
Yeah. Now, is this the game where if you complete it...
Oh!
If you complete it, if you win the World Cup, you think you've won the World Cup, but you haven't. Then you have to play Nintendo All-Star Team at the end.
I think you might be right. I mean, unfortunately, you can see how bad I am from this game. I'm 6-0 down already against Japan. But yeah, I think you're probably right. It makes sense because it's a typical Nintendo football game, isn't it?
Yeah, who are the developers?
Oh!
It's a Nintendo in-house game, isn't it? It's a first-party exclusive.
Yeah, and this is an insult to humans because I think on the title screen of this game it talks about human design or something made this game, and oh my god.
Yeah, I mean it's not going to go down.
I'm sorry, guys, I can't help myself.
It's not going to go down in the Hall of Greats when it comes to football gaming, is it? You know.
We're going to have to do a video on some Hall of Greats, I've got to say, mate, with football games, because we've got to balance this out. We're showing a really bad one here. We've got to show some good ones soon.
Right, I'm going to put you on a spot now, Dave.
Okay.
This or Striker, which is better? You're on a desert island, right? Satan gives you a Super Nintendo and he says you can have one of these games to play forever. striker or this? Which one?
Sorry, Mike. Striker. It's got to be striker. Even though the... Oh! Even though, as you quite rightly put it, the shot and the pass was exactly the same power on striker. Yeah, I found striker more playable than this, even though it does run at FIFA 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, and I like the player likenesses on striker with Ryan Giggs being black with ginger hair. I thought that was... The research was brilliant.
And every player having an Ibra ponytail, you mean? Ibrahimovic. Oh, I've hit the post. Oh, my God.
I bet you were jumping out your seat when that happened.
I thought I was going to score. Yeah, there was that little glimmer of hope, and then...
I tell you what saves striker as well, the indoor mode. That gives it that bit of novelty.
It's fantastic. I love that as a kid. I mean, we played it, didn't we, during the Dave and Mike Reviews striker review?
Yeah.
We enjoyed it, didn't we?
Guys, check it out, by the way, if you haven't seen it already on Dave's channels. The striker review is really funny. Has this got indoor mode? I'm pretty sure this had as well.
Okay, again, I've not explored it to that sort of level, so I'm not entirely sure. As you can see, I'm just trying to tackle to win the ball, doing badly, and... 10-0!
I didn't know you had Simon Mignolet in goal.
I didn't know I had him either. Fumio's just scored. And at this point, I've just had enough. The controller's being put down. My SNES is about to get turned off, mate. I'm in disbelief. 10-0, and it's not even half time yet. So, Sega, here's another one for you.
Oh yes, you're spoiling me.
World Cup Italia 90, which originally was just called Sega World Championship Soccer and got rebranded for Italia 90.
Now this is memories, man.
This game is, well, it's probably one of the first football games I played on the Sega Mega Drive.
Did that just say it was Stilton in goals for England rather than Shilton?
It did, and to be fair, I'm doing England versus Japan again. So let's have a look at this game. Look at this.
Oh, wow. This is the one when the ball sounds like a rock. Listen to that.
Is, yeah. Now, you watch me. I'm going to score a really bad goal that you can repeat time and time again. Look at this. Cross, header, goal. It's just like FIFA, the other FIFA games.
I tell you, though, my brother Matt, who did the straight review with us, guys, when he sees this later tonight, he's going to go mad. This is one of his favourite football games of all time.
What, World Cup Italia 90?
Yeah. There was this guy we knew, Rodders, when we were growing up. He had a Mega Drive, and we used to beg his mum, all of us, it'd be like 8 of us, please can we come in and just play in Rodders, play this game in Rodders' room. We used to beg her. She's like, oh, go up then, lads, go up. But we'd spend hours on it. But look at it, it's dodgy.
It is absolutely terrible. And this was, as I say, the first football game I played on the Mega Drive. And let's just say, when I played FIFA International Soccer for the first time, when I borrowed it, I didn't want to give FIFA International Soccer back, because this was just tragic. Yeah,
it's poor, isn't it? I mean, the music. What was that about having music as you played back in those days?
It's a bit of a hangover from the arcade, isn't it? Because that was something that happened in the arcades when you played games like this.
Goal kick! I love that. I love it.
And the defender taking the goal kick as well.
It's so old school. I'm surprised the goalie's not wearing a cap.
Look at the keeper. Look.
Oh, he is. He is wearing a cap. He is wearing a cap.
Yes.
Old school. What was that? It was such a thing, wasn't it? Goalies wearing caps in old football games. He's got one on as well, look.
Yeah, he's got a blue. Oh, mate, I'm sorry about this, guys. You're probably expecting us to talk a bit of sense rather than just laughing, but I mean, this game, it's just abysmal. You can do the same thing time and time again.
It's not. The thing is, when it comes to games like this and covering them on YouTube, there's not much you can say about it. I mean, it's pretty end to end. The ball floats around. The physics of the ball is like one of those cheapo 99p balls your mum gets to take down the beach.
Yeah, the plastic ones.
Isn't it? Look at it. Look at it moves. Like.
The way it flies up in the air, cross header, keeper saves it this time. But oh my days, the music as well is dodgy. It does change from game to game. And as I say, if you keep pressing the B button on the Sega Mega Drive control pad and just chipping it up, you're going to keep the ball for ages and ages. And there's me trying to score another cross header.
The post.
The keeper fumbles it. Look at that.
What's the point in the radar on the right-hand side of the screen? What is the point in that? Oh, it's a tap-in! That was a tap-in! And then the keeper glitched over and caught it. I used to hate that about old games.
The cheap save, you mean? Yeah, that happens in FIFA as well. I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, the keeper.
Keeper's
Look at this.
come out.
What?
Oh, it's proper. But what do we say nearly every time we do a Dave and Mike reviews?
On an old game like this.
We always say, aren't we spoilt today? We always say it.
And again, Mike, I said this last time in one of the previous videos, this is probably one of the definitions of that statement.
Yeah.
Cutscenes, it's like watching a game of Pez.
It is, yeah. But talking of Pez, I'll go back to playing Pez 2015 tonight on the PS4, and it'll be like silk.
It will. Did you just see that guy celebrating how dodgy his mouth looked and his chin?
Yeah. There's no redeeming features, is there? Nothing endearing about this game, really, at all.
Nah, it's just a bit of nostalgia, because I remember playing this. I did actually play this quite a lot as a kid, because I had one Mega Games 1 that had this on it.
Yeah.
It was either this or Columns or Super Hang-On, and I got bored of Columns, and Super Hang-On was too difficult for me, so you can guess what I spent most of my time on.
Columns was alright if you were playing it on a Atari Lynx or something on the train travelling.
Yeah,
but not,
totally agree.
Not sitting home with your home console. But yeah, especially when you're a football game addict. I mean, as kids, we didn't have a lot of choice, really. So, I mean, it's the same move every time, though.
I know. And it's the fact that you can pull off the same move every time. It's just ridiculous.
The kids on football internet forums, gaming forums today that moan about scripting in football video gaming. Oh, look. When he kicked that, the ball, it looked like it turned into a white dove and it was flying out of the stadium. But yeah, going back to the kids on the forums moaning about scripting and football gaming. Ah, man, today's games, of course there's always going to be scripting, is nothing like as bad as it was, though. The scripting in this is horrific.
It is really, really dodgy. Totally dodgy. The game has got to stop you from scoring somehow, so it tries to do it. I mean, otherwise you'd win like 55-0 or something ridiculous.
Is there anything in this game like career modes?
Just World Cup mode, I'm afraid, mate. That is the only thing this game has got other than the test match that I'm playing here, which test match sounds like cricket, for God's sake.
Yeah, this is dodgy. I suppose, is there a cut scene when you win the World Cup? Does it show your captain lifting the World Cup?
I never won the World Cup.
Why? Because you were too suicidal halfway through the campaign. You were like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do it.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching as ever.
Thanks, guys. You take care.